Well, the first night survived, so we had the nice comfortable night in the cabin, and that concludes the comfort for the weekend. Now the rest of it will be out in the wilderness. I got a buddy here this morning. Big dog. So yeah, so this morning, first thing, we get a good breakfast, and then they'll explain to us what we'll be doing today. We'll probably be hiking out good 5-10 miles and learning things as we go. So I'll try to get as much footage as I can, and yeah, so should be fun. All right, so just had a nice hearty breakfast, and I was just informed by the guide that we are not to bring any food at all. So yeah, that makes the survival experience a bit more authentic. We are supposed to learn how to gather wild edibles, trap, and try to fish. And basically, if we don't catch or find anything, I will not eat until tomorrow at around 3. So it is meant to put us in a situation that a quite high risk of going hungry, so that you can push yourself to the limit and see how you react to a lack of food, lack of energy. You need to be able to stay calm, stay motivated to do what you have to do to stay warm and safe, and yeah, so to put yourself in a true survival situation. So a bit more extreme than what I was imagining, but I'm up for it. It'll be fun. All right, so we're saying bye to our delicious freeze-dried food. We're also saying bye to granola bars, dried milk. Oh, I was looking forward to trying these out. I mean, come on. I guess we'll eat them later. Some sugar, oatmeal for tomorrow morning, sugar for my coffee. No coffee. Could you imagine? This is extreme survival. No coffee. So now there's really nothing. Well, there's a toothbrush. Come on, I have to bring my toothbrush. There's nothing in my gathering bag. So we are going out empty, and hopefully I'll be able to find and scrounge up something. At least if I find some stuff for a good tea, I think it'll take the edge off if ever we don't catch anything else. But it'd be nice to be able to trap or kill something that we could clean and see how that's processed. And so either way, should make for an interesting weekend. So stay tuned. All right, we just went through the equipment review. The instructor, the guide, went through all of our equipment and told us what we shouldn't, can't bring. So I eliminated quite a bit of stuff, which is the point. I eventually, I like the minimalist school of thought, and I really want to get to the point that I can have the least amount of equipment with me as possible. So I'll show you what we removed and what we're bringing. So no need for saws on this trip. T-shirt, extra t-shirt, whatever. That's don't need that. This one, if I was alone, I probably would have brought a smaller version of it. But since the guide already has one, I don't need a safety first aid kit. So, like I said a while ago, no food. So in the pack, it's basic cutlery, toque. It's gonna be cold. A weather poncho, so waterproof. In here we have very little, just these trekking canteen kit, titanium. I have a bivy sack. I don't know if I'm going to need it, but if it's really raining and I can't get, I should be able to get a dry shelter tonight, but just in case, it's so small, I'm going to bring it anyway. So this bag here, there's nothing else in the bag, there's these 3 items. So we have my air mattress, my sleeping bag in a dry bag, and I have my alpaca wool poncho. Never leave it home without that. Nothing in the front pocket except for my my flask, in case I get needed a little bit to pick me up. I got my compass. I really wouldn't need these since we're with a guide, so I could just leave this behind. You know what? You never know what happens. I could be separated from the guide. I'm gonna keep my compass. I have my sharpening DC4, extra set of batteries for my flashlight. The flashlight I'm bringing is just a tiny little, can't remember the company. Anyway, it's great for close quarters, but the beam goes out quite a bit. I'm probably gonna have to get another one. Let's put that there. In the side pocket here, these things aren't designed to be used with one hand. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. So these 3 items, I have my thermal blanket that I'll be using in my shelter. Just a fire kit with some denim, flint and steel. Don't know if I'm going to be using that. He will be seeing other techniques, but I'm bringing it along just in case anybody wants to try it out. And cotton headband, filtering water. Oh, I'll close that after. Either filtering water, gathering things. One surprise it's back here that I got was, of course, my stainless steel water bottle so that I can boil water over the fire if we need more water. That is full right now though. My field gathering bag and my hatchet. One thing that he saw when we have our custom knife and ferro rod, and so one thing when he saw these 2, he says, well, pick. You know, you can't bring both. Just in the spirit of minimalist. So it might surprise some of you, but I'm actually leaving this here because I prefer my axe than anything else. A lot more versatile. I'll be able to process more firewood, and the edge is just as sharp as my knife. So I'm sorry. I'll use you next weekend. All right. So that is it. There's nothing in this bag at all. I had my food. Oh, what? Paracord. So toothbrush. This was originally just a bit of all these food stuffs which I had to throw away. So very little equipment, very little comfort, but this is our trip. like it's gonna be a lucky trip. 4-leaf clover. That's gotta be the biggest Amazou I've ever seen.
Dans 8 km approximativement, je vais sûrement le retrouver en allant dans cette direction-là. Ok. Donc en général, quand on trouve ce genre de... un secouriste qui va trouver ce genre de dispositif-là, ça va être en milieu de journée.
Lost in the woods. We're practicing a technique for keeping a straight line when you're walking through the woods. A type of caterpillar type of thing. One goes, we're 3, so one goes forward. We pick our line. One goes forward until I don't see them anymore, and then the next person goes forward until they can't see each other anymore. Always using each other as a point of reference. And I'm doing that right now, so I got to keep track of where the person is, so that we know a general direction where we're going. We just got to make sure that we don't run in circles. So pretty cool technique when you're in a group.
L'arbre à feu, on va le construire 3 fois. On va faire 3 arbres à feu autour de notre anneau. C'est pas forcément à proximité immédiate. On peut être à 50 mètres, à 100 mètres par là.
We're about to choose what type of shelter we want to build. So the instructor is showing us the different styles and the advantages and disadvantages based on the situation that we're in. Today it's quite cold. The temperature's already dropping extremely fast. The sun's going to be out of here really quickly because we're in the mountains too. So so based on the fact that it's also very extremely cloudy, it's announcing rain, so we're going to have a pretty miserable night. So we're about to choose what type of shelter that we're going to be using for the night. So yeah, I'll show the 3 different types. This is the first one. Nice reflector for the fire here. And should be nice and toasty in there. This was a shelter built for 7 people though, so whatever we make is going to be a lot smaller than this. Here's the second style presented to us, a park bench. It's a type style that will allow you to lay down on this and have a reflector wall in front for the fire. So you have the heat underneath, you just complete the back, so that you have proper reflection from the back and protection from the elements. And yeah, so that's the second option. We finally found a spot to stay, to make our shelter. Now we're working hard. We gotta get a bunch of Ys to build up. We're gonna build beds because of the slope of the mountains. We're gonna build kind of bunk beds type of thing to keep us off the ground, and probably about 3 faces and a fire in the middle. So I'll give you guys a show when it's done.
donner plus de temps pour pouvoir isoler les arrivées d'air.
Je sais pas si vous étiez fait une idée du guide, mais c'est pas du tout dedans.
Ouais, j'y avais pas trop pensé.
J'attendais
Dans le nord.
Ça fait là.
We just saw an example of some place to trap. Identified this place as probably a beaver trail, and at the opening here would be a perfect place to put an X, two pieces of wood and an X, and then put the snare on the top so that when they would go through the snare, that the beaver would get caught. So that's an example of a trail that is clearly defined, that if our camp was close to here, we could use to get some supper. This is our fishing rod, 4-point spear, and all made with the axe, which is why I love the axe so much. It's a lot more versatile than a knife. So yeah, hopefully we catch ourselves some breakfast. Can you believe we've had rain, hail, and snow in the same 24 hours? What a weekend.
Regarde en visu si tu tombes. Après ça peut même plus se barrer. Je pense qu'ils voient arriver ton ombre là où t'es placé.
Finally a bit of luck. So have a small feast.
Si vous n'avez pas de baudrier pour faire cette technique-là, vous êtes obligé de rester sur le câble. Si vous tombez, vous tombez sur les bras. Là, il faut avoir la force pour récupérer la corde. Ensuite, vous passez une corde, un bras là. Et ensuite, je la reprends ici. Donc derrière, ça fait comme ça. Ça, c'est une technique de rappel rustique mais efficace. Alors, pour laisser filer de la corde et descendre, je vais toujours être sur le côté. Hein. Okay. Parce que si je reste face à face et que j'ai un problème, je vais me retrouver comme ça. Donc autant être sur le côté d'avance. Comme ça, je peux voir ce qui se passe en haut et voir ce qui se passe en bas en étant sur le côté. D'accord? Alors pour laisser filer de la corde, je vais ouvrir la main et le bras. Si j'ai un problème, j'ai juste à fermer la main et le bras sur le corps. Et là, je suis bloqué. D'accord? Donc c'est comme ça que ça va se passer.
Well, that was the best meal I've had in a long time. 35 hours without eating, having to go through physical labor of hiking and various exercises in survival. And well, you guys are gonna see all the clips and the outtakes and whatnot. Just the cold. I was slightly underdressed. That's why I was at the end. I was wearing my poncho. Everything, just anything to get layers on, just to stay warm, because it was a really unexpected. I mean, it was. We checked the forecast. It did exactly what the forecast, except for the snow. It wasn't announcing snow, but it was announcing 5 degrees and 1 degree at night. I was expecting my sleeping bag to do a bit better, but as long as we had the fire going, I was quite comfortable. So that was neat. But it was a very authentic experience, for survival experience, to find out how, like, what your limits are when you're sleep deprived a bit, and especially food deprived. So because we didn't have time to set any traps, not that there was any big chance of actually getting anything. It's always hit and miss with trapping, but it did really give us the experience, the time, or it really was a learning experience to see how the body reacts to a survival situation where there's no food. I really thought that it would have affected me a lot more. For some reason, the body just it knew there was no food around. It knew not to expect it. So I didn't find any cramps or severe weaknesses. Like, it was only that, like, a bit more than a 1 day, so it wasn't that extreme. But it was still, like, we're used to eating every 4 hours, so And when you're at home and you're waiting the 5th hour or the 6th hour, and all of a sudden, oh my God, I'm hungry, I want to eat. I was expecting something like that, and it didn't really come, because we had always something to do constantly to get ready for the next step. So it was a neat experience to see what that would be like. I actually learned quite a bit, and you'll see with the content. I mean, I wasn't always able to film everything based on where we were or whatever, but hopefully I got some good footage, and I'll be able to make this a entertaining video. So thanks a lot for watching. It was an awesome weekend. I'll do a gear review later on this week. see how our equipment held up. So thanks a lot, guys. Next time.